Governor Hochul called out Attorney General Bondi and Doge. She accused them of trying to access the New York DMV database. Why do you think Pam Bondi and her team are trying to access the DMV database?
I am so glad you asked this very specific question, because guess who was the Erie County clerk in Buffalo, New York, who banned illegal immigrants from getting driver's licenses when they were the county clerk? You guessed it, Kathy Hochul. Kathy Hochul, before she became Congresswoman Hochul and before she became Governor Hochul, was the Erie County clerk. Kathy Hochul was in charge of the administration of issuing driver's licenses in Erie County and Buffalo. And guess what? She banned illegal immigrants from getting driver's licenses when she was the clerk. Now the shoe is on the other foot, and she's the governor, and of course is extremely left-leaning now.
Very interesting. I guess that's not too surprising when it comes to politicians who don't seem to have a very solid moral rudder. But that's another conversation. Where do you see Hochul going from here politically? I know you're pretty steeped in New York politics. She clearly seems to want a future in politics beyond governor. Does she have that option?
Yeah, I know her very well, personally and professionally. She started her career professionally as a town council member in Hamburg, the town where I used to live in Buffalo. She was the Erie County clerk. I served as the Erie County controller, and then she became lieutenant governor. But look, she is going to have an incredibly hard battle when it comes to a Democratic primary. You see Richie Torres, the congressman, Democrat, who by all intents and purposes, looked like he's going to run in a Democratic primary. So first, Kathy Hochul is going to have to basically survive a bloodied and bruised Democratic primary and then run in the general election against a Republican. Now, Lee Zeldin did incredibly well in the last gubernatorial race in New York, fell short, but if you have someone, say, like a Congressman Mike Lawler, who can raise and spend $100 million, 2026 will be the year, if any, where Republicans can take back the governor's mansion. So I don't think Kathy Hochul should look ahead or past the next governor's race, because she's going to have her hands full in a Democratic primary and in the general election.
Well, New York is also, interestingly, the center of so many conversations about the future of the Democrat Party, not the least of which have emerged out of this conversation around New York City Mayor. Mayor Adams has been under a lot of fire. That's putting it mildly. He has sued the Trump administration, but he's also in trouble from the Democrats because it looks like he's working with the Trump administration. What do you make of that and his future in either the party or inside Republican circles?
Yeah, he's in a tough spot because here, I have jokingly say, the People's Republic of New York, here in the People's Republic of New York, Democrats are putting intense pressure on Kathy Hochul to basically boot him from office. And she does have that authority as governor to do so. So think about that. There's an independently elected official in Eric Adams, who's the mayor of New York City. The people put him in office. And Democrats are putting immense pressure on Kathy Hochul to remove him from office. I cannot believe that is even on the table. I mean, let the voters decide.
I think Stefan would be naive to think that Democrats would give the voters any agency. Look what they did with Biden and Kamala. I mean, this is a pattern with them, but I don't know if they've learned their lesson. Sounds like they haven't.
That's a great
pleasure.
Point.
Thank you for the fun and strange story of Jihad 123. Hopefully they find the guy or gal, whoever it might be. Appreciate it.